Don't worry. I remember to press record this time. It says record. I mean, big brain. Yeah, so welcome to the next part in my Sweetbriar vlog. So, again, nothing's changed. I just kind of recorded this after the last one. I'm terrible, I know. I'm not going to be a good YouTuber ever. But I figure if someone can watch this, maybe they learn something. Maybe they don't. That's their choice. But yeah, so I wanted to talk about what it was like to come out at Sweetbriar. Now, granted, I'm technically like a freshwoman. So a thing to know about Sweetbriar is, again, all women's college. It's not freshman. It's freshwoman because we don't have men. And I like doing this, even though it gives me a headache. So yeah, sorry, I'm being weird. Yeah, I was nervous like hell. I took 2 summer classes, Women and Gender and Society, and a really cool anthropology class about witchcraft and magic in the ancient world. That's a whole other conversation, but I decided I'm going to be on my best behavior, and I'm going to like pretty and work on my voice and not refer to myself as being trans. Because I didn't know, like I wanted to test the waters. I didn't know how they would react, how anyone would react. Because like it's a mixed bag, right? Like women in general, cisgender women are so accepting and so loving and caring, and like they really like I've had so many friends that are cisgender women that take me on like a younger sister. And I'm so thankful for that. Because God, there's so much I didn't know and so much they taught me. But yeah, so like for the first like month of class this summer, if I brought up trans issues, I would refer to them as they. And look, I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of like, hey, I'm kind of hiding. But you have to remember, like, I still have, like, I'm an advocate. Yes, I still have to protect myself. And I was coming from a school that literally hated me so much, like a program, not a school, that they did whatever they could to try to remove me, even by far as claiming that I was too mentally unstable to continue. Sorry, I had a bubble. That I was too mentally unstable to continue. When my counselor had to write a letter to my other school being like, what are y'all doing? Like, what are you doing to her? Like, this is a problem. But, so, like, that's where I was coming from, so I didn't want to repeat, right? But y'all, like, my turning point, right, was in the women and gender class. Our professor, Dr. Jones, she's amazing. I love Dr. Jones. She was bringing on guest lecturers, and we had 1 week where they didn't have one, and she like, on the Thursday before, she was like, yeah, I was really trying to get like, a transgender person that's a woman that is like a leader, and there was one locally, but like she didn't respond, and me thinking over here, like I didn't know if they knew or not. I think some of the faculty did. It's a small school. And honestly, some of the students had already reached out to me. They snoop on social media. I'm looking at you, Teresa. They like find you, and yeah, and my social media, since I'm an advocate, has me talking about trans issues. Surprise. So some people already knew, some students did. And when the professor said that she wished she could get a trans student on, I was like, look, I'm in I work for a nonprofit military group that has trans leaders in it. In reality, everyone in the group is trans in the military. So like, there's like a couple thousand of us. If you ever seen the documentary Trans Military, it's like $8. It's really good. It talks about transgender persons serving, and as a trans woman serving currently in the military, I can tell you that everything you've probably heard is probably wrong. In the sense of, we perform better, we have better mental health, we are not a drain on resources. Actually, the military spends like $80-some million a year on erectile dysfunction medication, Viagra, And it was estimated that it would cost the military around like $11 million total to give us all surgeries and to take care of all of our hormone treatment. Like, you only pay for surgery once. So like but yeah, so if you have questions about that, I can answer them. But anyway, I got some amazing like leadership and some amazing women to come on and speak to my class, and they loved it. Like, I actually felt bad because they were talking like, "Oh my God, I've never met a trans person before." And I'm like, "Sorry, like, you met me." But they were so nice, like so loving of it. And at the end of the semester, they were like, "Best day ever was when those trans military members came on." And those trans women coming in gave me that courage to be like, okay, I can do this, Erica. I can do this. And so I started mentioning, like, dropping little hints. Oh yeah, yeah. So like, being trans, I've experienced this. Or like, oh yeah, trans women do this. I know because I'm that way, or whatever. And people started picking up, obviously. I don't know who all knows, but like, I'm not gonna go around shooting rainbows, and I don't want to disrespect anybody by saying that. I don't like, you can look. I don't have any pride flags. I don't have trans flags. I have an American flag, and that was a flag that means a lot to me because it belongs to a soldier that ended his life. He was one of my soldiers. So that's the only flag I own. It's not out of like spite. It's more out of laziness and lack of money. But I don't think that you need to be, you know, tasting the rainbow every day to advocate for equal rights for trans, for awareness for bisexuality, pansexuality, for ACEs, for, if you don't know what ACEs are, asexuals, non-binary people, stuff like that. You don't need a flag. It helps, but I'd rather use education and awareness and talk to people about it. And and in the future, if I ever like come across one, yeah, I'm gonna buy it. I don't own one now, so it's like, so I'm not gonna like go to school and be that way. Like, if people have questions, absolutely. And hey, sisters, like Sweetbriar girls, if you're watching this and you have questions, hit me up. Like, I will, or you can come on and ask, and we can have a talk. Or I'm very open about everything, really. Once I'm out at a place, yeah, like, I'll answer whatever questions you want to know about what my period's like. Freaking sucks. That's what it's like. I got a heating pad over here because it was helping me the other night. Because cramps suck. So do migraines. But yeah, coming out at school, I know when we get on campus, I'm probably gonna have to do it again, and I already know there are gonna be bad people. And not bad people, like, they're not genuinely bad. They're just misinformed, uneducated, fearful. I think fear is a driving factor, and I don't think I'm that scary, right? Like, I like cracking jokes. They're a little corny at times. I have random accents. I was stationed in Texas for 4 years, so I developed y'all, even though I'm from Pennsylvania. um, but yeah, when that happens, I'll let you guys know. But so far, it's been kind of great, and my sisters are so incredibly kind and supportive, and they listen and they ask questions and they support me. And I just had a question a little bit ago where I was like, hey, so my nipples kind of show through my tank top and I don't feel like wearing a bra. What do I do? Like, I'm sure I could Google it. I'm sure maybe I could find something, but I'd rather just ask a woman that dealt with this problem before, because go to the experts, right? That's how I found out everything else, how to do makeup and how to dress, like, the other day I was showing some outfits to some of the girls in my class, and mind you, they're like 10 years younger than me. They're so smart and awesome. And they were giving me tips on like how to accessorize and like what works for it and what doesn't, and like what works for my skin tone. And it was just like, wow, you guys are just so supportive and awesome. I feel terrible because I'm like, I don't know half this stuff. And I don't like, I feel like on the internet, you have to be really careful about the trans resources you go to as a trans woman, because I feel like there's still some underlying guilt and shame. I still feel like there is pressure to, like, for example, I don't tuck. And if you don't know what that means, it means that taking a penis and basically pushing testicles up inside the inguinal canals, which are on either side of the pelvis, well, the pelvic bone and the pubis symphysis, and they go tucked inside there, and then using tape or wrap or something, it like makes a flat appearance, so that way there's no bulge. I don't have a bulge anyway. Maybe that's just because I don't know. I've been on hormones for so long. I don't know. But it's like I don't tuck. I don't do stuff like that. And there are a lot of places that if you don't abide by like certain what's the word? Blanking. If you don't abide by like certain cultural norms, like by cultural norms I mean this is what we've always done. This is how you do it. Like, I don't wear prosthetics. These are my boobs. They are C cups. I'm very blessed in that department. I have not had surgery. Thanks, Mom, and genetics. You know, so, and like my hips and everything like that. I think I have a fairly manly shape, but I think it's getting there. So it's like, I feel like sometimes there are some practices we do in the trans community that causes some sort of like body fear. It's not body dysmorphia, but it's like that body image issue that many women deal with, of like, I hate this about me, I hate this, and feel like they need to overcompensate. And it's like, y'all, I met girls that are flat chested. I met girls that are skinny as hell. I met girls that are big. I met girls tall, short. Like, I'm 5'7". I've lost about 2 inches. I used to be 5'9". But like, one of my close friends, I call her like my unbiological sister. She's like 6'4", and she rocks those high heels. She's cisgendered woman. So women come in all shapes and sizes. So if you're trans and watching this, don't feel pressured, because I promise you, women know exactly what you're going through. We know exactly what it's like to have body image issues, and it's okay. And thankfully, I'm around so many amazing women at Sweetbriar that can help me with that, because, y'all, it's a struggle sometimes. But yeah, that was my experience. I should probably get back to packing, considering I leave in like 3 days. So wish me luck. I'll be in touch, and I hope you enjoy. Let me know if you want to hear about anything specific. My next one, I'm probably going to talk about the traditions and stuff like that. So yeah.